What's up, guys? Welcome to this new video on Elvis is the Man. So I have an interesting story to tell you. Well, actually, Bruce Springsteen is going to tell it. The time in 1975, he says he actually jumped over the gates of Graceland to get a message to Elvis. What was that message? It's kind of funny how, like, why does everybody that tries to contact Elvis jump over a gate or try to break through something? Like, are these people intoxicated when they have these epiphanies? Well, this is a little more premeditated. I'm gonna have Bruce Springsteen tell you this story, and I will tell you a little more of the background. It's pretty interesting.
It was 1975. We were in Memphis. It was around 3 a.m. We got in a taxi. The taxi cab said, "Yeah, but there's one right out by Elvis's house." So, Elvis's house? You know where Elvis lives? Take us there right now. Taxi driver took us to Graceland. I saw there was some lights on in the house. Gates were locked, the stone wall. I looked at Steve. I said, "Steve, I'm going in." and the taxi driver said, "Hey, man, don't go in there. They got big dogs over there. Don't go over that wall." I said, "Well, when's the opportunity going to come again?" I jumped over the wall, ran up the drive, and I was just about to knock on the front door, and a security guy came out of the bushes. He said, "Dick, can I help you?" And very casually, like, yeah. I said, "Yeah, is Elvis here?" You know? He said, "Well, Elvis is in Las Vegas." I said, "Okay, well, can you tell him," and I generally don't like to do this, but Bruce Springsteen was here. And he may not know who that is, but I was just on the cover of Time and Newsweek. That's as close as I ever got to Elvis Presley.
So that's good. You notice, like, Elvis really influenced just a different type of music. Well, the music evolved, but he influenced, obviously, Bruce Springsteen. Jimmy Page said he was transformed by Elvis's music. The Beatles, obviously, for instance, we know Lennon says, if there was no Elvis, there'd be no Beatles. Jimi Hendrix also, don't forget, a lot of you guys don't know this, Jimi Hendrix saw Elvis perform in 1975. He was so inspired by Elvis, he picked up the guitar, and that's why we have Jimi Hendrix. He actually, there's like some photos, not photos, but there's a picture that Jimmy drew of Elvis because he was just so inspired by him. So Bruce mentions that, you know, he tells the guard, which was surprisingly, you know, pretty tame. Like, if Red and Sonny were there, they may have roughed him up. But here's the thing, Red and Sonny may have actually known who he was, or at least the Stanleys would have known who he was. But Bruce Springsteen was on the cover of Time and Newsweek in October of 1975, late October, October 25th. I looked it up in Newsweek. So I'm guessing that this incident took place in December because if the security guard wasn't lying and Elvis actually was in Las Vegas, it would have been in December because Elvis, he cut his August engagement very short. He only did a few shows in August because of health reasons, and he had to make up those dates later on. Well, he made them up in December, starting, I think it was either the 2nd or the 10th of December. And so Elvis was in Vegas, so that must mean, if the security guard is telling the truth and it wasn't like November or something, that Elvis actually was playing in Vegas, and this event took place in December. So I found that kind of interesting. And so why was Bruce Springsteen trying to get a hold of Elvis so bad, like with such urgency? One, I guess he didn't already know that Elvis lived in Memphis, or maybe it didn't occur to him that he was actually that close. Second is Bruce Springsteen talking about love and admiration for Elvis, these guys, these artists, which I think is freaking awesome. Lennon said before Elvis there was nothing. Well, after Elvis, there was everything. He birthed everything. He inspired these people. So Bruce Springsteen wrote the song Fire. It was originally intended for Elvis to sing. And I was talking recently in a video about what if Elvis actually had a team of songwriters, where so many people wanted to write for Elvis. Even Dolly Parton offered Elvis I Will Always Love You in 1974, but it was turned down by Parker. because of publishing, but like Springsteen was so such a fan and admired Elvis so much that he actually wrote the song Fire. So since he couldn't get the song to Elvis, and I don't know if he tried again and was denied like so many other people were, even the Beatles wanted to write songs, Paul McCartney wanted to write songs for Elvis. I don't know if he tried again and was denied, but the Pointer Sisters actually released the single. It was a hit. Bruce Springsteen released it himself, and that actually could have been a hit for Elvis. Let me play you a little sample of that song, and I do mean a little sample.
I'm riding in your car.
Turn on the radio. I'm taking you home. Well, I say I wanna stay. 'Cause when we kiss,
All right, just a tidbit. Google it if you want to hear the rest of it. But I found this interesting. I wanted to share it with you guys. Not only that Bruce went to the measures he did to actually get Elvis, like why didn't they just call him on the phone, maybe set something up, I don't know. But he jumped over the gate, and dogs, I didn't know that there was dogs on the grounds. That taxi driver probably didn't know what he was talking about. But I hope you found this interesting as well. Talk to you next time.